I mean, just Pitt itself. I mean, the program. It's historically been great. Coach P, obviously. I mean, as I was getting recruited by all these different schools throughout my transfer portal time, I mean, it was just, oh, you're visiting Pitt. Oh, I love Coach P. He's such a great coach. It just seems like he has a lot of notoriety throughout the country, and I mean, I've obviously seen that since I've been here, and how the way he coaches and the way he talks to guys. I mean, you can just see how much he cares about people. So that was probably the main reason, was him.
You're a Kansas guy, played Kansas State. How tough was it to leave home and come this far away from State?
It was pretty tough. I'm definitely really far from. I've never been in the East Coast really at all in my entire life, so it's a new scenery. But I mean, Pitt's great. I mean, Pittsburgh, the city of Pittsburgh's been awesome. So many places to eat compared to Manhattan, Kansas, where there's only 100,000 people. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do here, and I feel like it's been pretty welcoming, and I've loved it so far.
I'll ask you the same question I asked David. The transfer portal and all these new rules in college sports, all overdue?
Yeah, I'd say so. I mean, there's obviously positives and negatives to everything. I mean, they definitely need to probably restrict some things, but I mean, there's so many positives as well. Like, just for all the guys that transferred here and guys that transferred out, I mean, they found different places, different fits for what you need, and as a player, I guess. But I mean, there's always stuff that needs to be fixed.
How much did you know about Coach Partridge before you went into the portal? And did you lean on any guys to give you some words, or just bounce some ideas off what he was telling?
I really didn't know anything about Coach Partridge or Pitt football at all, to be honest. I've always been a Kansas kid, Big 12 kid, so that's what I grew up in. So I really just kind of went off his word and went off kind of what I heard from other people, like I said earlier. And just doing some research myself. I mean, you can see just from the past, 3 years of the guys he's produced, and with me only having 1 year of eligibility left and my end goal of playing in the NFL, I mean, I feel like that speaks for itself.
Who are those people who were singing Bob Parker's praises? Who are you talking?
Just different head coaches that I was getting recruited by. Yeah, I mean, different coaches, head coaches. I mean, I felt like every time I said, "Oh, I'm going to visit to Pitt," and they're like, "Wow, Coach Partridge is a great guy and a great coach as well." So.
When you went into the portal, knowing you had 1 year left, what were some of the priorities? What were the main things you were looking for, you knew you wanted to get?
I just really wanted a scheme that fit me. Like I said, with having 1 year left, I wanted to be able to play fast, play aggressive, and that's what Pitt defense is about. It's about playing fast, aggressive, blitzing, bringing pressure constantly, and I felt like that's exactly what I was looking for. And me entering in the transfer portal, I was looking for a different scheme fit, and that worked out for me.
What have you been able to do?
I think it was 9 games you guys won at Kansas State last year. Pitt obviously had a down year last year. What did you learn about winning? What did you learn about what it takes to put into all of that and all that effort that you can translate over here to help build this program back?
Yeah, I mean, I think having a really good culture and being close with your teammates and your brothers was a huge deal at K-State in my last school. Just having that gel between position rooms and then defensive line with offensive line, receivers with DBs, those little things makes you have success in the end. And then I think just player-led leadership, player team leadership, players taking accountability rather than just having to lean on all the coaches all the time. I feel like that's what led to success, or what I've seen in my time in college football so far.
Have you been able to do anything since you've gotten here? Has it been move in, practice, and all that good stuff?
No, I've had time. My parents moved me in. They were here for about 5 days with me, so that was great that they got to take off work and spend time with me. And we went to all over the place. We went to Primanti's, which I obviously heard that's a special place to go here. And we went to a place down on Carson Street. I can't remember the name of it, but they had some really good smoked wings. So we went to Walmart a million times, which you realize is a lot farther away when you live in Oakland than from where I'm from, when it's right down the street. So I've definitely visited the city and just kind of got a feel of it all, and I can't wait to just explore it even more.
These hills.
The hills are way different. I mean, I'm from Kansas. It's flat everywhere. Everywhere you look, I mean, you can see miles just right away. And then I go to walk up the hill to go to the Pitt, and I'm like, oh my goodness, my calves are on fire. So that was definitely a change. I even considered getting a scooter to ride around on because I'm like, I can't walk everywhere, especially with Coach Stack already ruining our legs in the weight room, just having to deal with that on top of it. So
First question here, fries on a sandwich, yes or no?
I've done it previously, so for sure, yeah. Before I even had it, I was like, wow, okay, this is amazing. Because I had no idea. My mom just told me, well, it was actually one of my teammates from K-State, Will Howard, he told me about it because he's a Pennsylvania guy. And he was like, you have to try this. He's like, this is the best sandwich ever. And I got there and I was like, coleslaw and fries. I was like, and then I tried it. I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. I liked it.
What'd your parents say when you said, I'm going to Pittsburgh, and they live in Kansas? I mean, how's that gonna work out game time?
Yeah, I mean, they're super supportive. Like, they follow me all over the country, wherever I'm going. So they were obviously a little upset because they're K-State fans. I mean, we all grew up K-State fans. That's my blood. So it was a little tough to make that decision, but they have my back 100%, and they'll follow me all over the country, just like I said. I mean,
When they find a new car, new tires?
yeah. I mean, my dad loves driving anyway, so he'll probably drive majority of the time anyway. So.
Maybe David, you went to three. Elon that transferred into Pitt. What's it been like just having some guys around you in the same position, just being new and being in Pitt?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, just being able to like bounce ideas off each other and say, hey, like, how did you guys do this thing in Indiana? How'd you do this at Clemson? Using that, I mean, I feel like makes me feel a little more comfortable just in the whole situation because it's a big change and it's hard to go through for some people. But I've also been able to use like the freshmen as well. I mean, we're all trying to learn this defense all together at once. So I've built really good bonds with them too, and really just with the whole defensive line. So it's been great so far.
Hey, you mentioned your goals and where you want to get to. What is your mindset and how you accomplish that in one season here?
Just having like a business mindset. Like this is, I mean, I'm trying to get where I want to go in this next year, and I want to, while doing that, take this program just to another level, back to where it was in 2021. So I feel like just putting my head down, kind of like Nick said, and working, having a routine every day, getting in that routine, which eventually leads to success. So just really putting in the work every day, and that's about it.
How would you describe Coach Arduzzi's personality?
I would say, I mean, kind of like Nick said, he's definitely like a tough-nosed guy. He tells you straight up what everything's about. Like I obviously hadn't had that many conversations with him because they're all on the road right now recruiting. But just from my transfer portal recruiting, I felt like he was a great guy. He was a humble guy. Like it felt like just talking to family when we were sitting in his office with my family, and I felt like we clicked right away. So it was a perfect fit for me.
With so many new linemen coming in, what's the first thing you guys as a unit are going to work on in spring practices?
I think for the young guys right now, for just the young guys, just learning the scheme. It's obviously a huge change for everyone, transfers and young guys. So learning the scheme and then just playing aggressive, playing fast is what I've learned is what we do here at Pitt. So I feel like just continuing that tradition that Pitt defense has had for the past however many years, and getting us back to where we were.
Is that Pitt forced a change in the way you approach the game as far as playing that fast, playing that aggressive way that Pitt's defense wants you to play?
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a huge change from where I came from. It wasn't anything like that. But it's always kind of what I wanted to do, and I felt like that's why I decided to come here in the end, was to be able to play fast, play aggressive. So it's going to be a little bit of a change, obviously, but I feel like I'll get used to it pretty quickly throughout spring ball.
Anything else for Nate? Nate, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.